Hello. We are going to do a stained glass project today.
You can either make your own templates, so you just kind of draw something out in the shape of the frame, or you can print off stained glass templates online, just like this.
And so the materials we're using are the templates itself, and then we have a picture frame, just the glass from it, over top. Then we have two types of glue here, a white glue and a clear glue. And lastly, we have acrylic paints. These are all from the dollar store, so it's a relatively inexpensive project.
You'll just want to make sure that with the glass, everyone's careful and that they know to be super careful with the glass.
So we're going to start off by putting black acrylic paint into your glue bottle, your white glue. Just about 1 teaspoon in there. And then mix it up. Now we have our black glue back in the bottle. So we're going to take our template with our glass over top of it and just trace over the lines of your template. So we have finished outlining our templates with the black glue. So I had switched to using a paintbrush. It just was a little bit easier just because some of my lines are quite small.
I used the white glue, and I just made sure it wasn't open all the way so that some of the lines would be a bit more thin. But that's also just another way for students to use the same materials at the same time.
And so you're going to have to let this dry. So this first part you would probably take up 1 period of art class, about a 30-minute period, just to pick out the template and then go around your lines with the black glue.
And then for the next class, you could do the color portions of it. And again, you're going to have to let that dry. So then when you come back to art the next day after that, you can put it in the frame and it would be done.
So we've let our projects dry overnight.
And this is what they look like. So it dries nice and dark, kind of like the outlining of stained glass. Just like that.
So the next step is to color in your insides. So we have this acrylic paint again, and clear glue this time so that it dries clear underneath. And so you just pick whichever colors you want, and we're just using the cardboard that we have, putting the glue down, mixing a bit of paint in, and then applying it to the picture. We strongly encourage lots of colors too. So this is the final result. I did mine this morning. Most of it's dry. And then now I'm working on a second version. We found this version to be a little more challenging than we first thought. So this version would be for the younger grades to incorporate stained glass. So all it is a page protector with our template on the inside, and I'm coloring over top of it with different colored Sharpies.
So we thought we would accompany this lesson about stained glass with a history of stained glass, and specifically looking whether it be at mosaics, what it means to be a mosaic, what it means to look at architecture and look at art in the form of architecture. But yeah.
So stained glass has been around for many, many years and was traditionally used by Egyptians and Romans. And then it also became quite popular in Christian art and is commonly seen in churches. So that's where a lot of people know about stained glass.
And with often seen in lots of religious relics. So specifically if you're teaching in a Catholic school, it's something they're probably very familiar with. But also it is known in Arabic architecture as like a beauty, a statement of beauty and such. So it kind of traverses different religions as well.
Yes. So we'd originally said we were focusing on grade 3, but after completing this project, we'd like to extend that from grades 3 to 8 and focus our younger ages on our little bit easier version, just because we found the painting one a little bit challenging.
For us.
So this one was just done with the markers and the template, and then these are our final copies. projects.
We put them into the frames, so we just put the glass, backed it with the white piece of paper so you can see it, and then the cardboard, and just put them in these super cheap Dollarama frames.
Nice.
And this one was just done on a page protector, so it's very translucent. And we were thinking that with these, you can arrange for them to be hung up either in the classroom, maybe around the school. If students really want, they can probably take them home and hang them up, because especially these ones would look really nice in windows in your classroom or at home.
Thanks for joining us.